Well, I'll tell you, when we had the baby on February 22nd of 22, there was no plans of going racing.
Why are you laughing as you say that?
Because it was like how fast it happened. When I brought it up to her, I think Banks was like, I don't know, 4 weeks old.
That's fast. It's fast.
And so she got all like, you're doing it again. You're doing it again. And I'm like, no, let's just talk about it. I think it could be healthy, you know, and if I could do that in Minnesota. And yeah, I was watching the Michael Jordan documentary. I had just hit a hard spot, like personally, like was I gonna move the whole family? Hey, we're moving to Florida, upset the whole program? No, but if there was a way that it could work, I hit a hard spot for me personally, just like, yeah, I want to be a great dad, I want to be a great husband, but it's like I have this purpose that I can live out, and I have a gift, and I'm not using it, and I just, you know, was it gonna upset, you know? Was it going to upset Lindsay a little bit? Yeah, but it, you know, it has been a healthy balance, you know, and the talk was to do 4 outdoor races.
Yeah.
So my original plan was I wanted to do 4 outdoor races, and then the Des Nations is in town. I was like, well, you know, if I really prep, it's going to be hard, but I'd like to get picked to go to the Des Nations. Well, then as I was talking to the team, and I was doing a little bit of testing for KTM, so that probably helped move things along a little bit more, but I was talking to Roger, and we're all like, you can't just come back for 4. You gotta, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do the whole thing, you know? And I only had like 6 weeks, I think, on the bike. I think I maybe rode my dirt bike 15 times since I retired, you know? So it wasn't like I was,
We're like just coming out of all winter, so that's why I was like, this is so unrealistic, because it had been all winter, you hadn't been riding. Hadn't been on a bike at all. We just had a baby, like this isn't gonna happen, and then it happened.
It did.
Why?
Right now, Ryan Dungey is back. Has not raced professionally in 5 years.
These guys, and here we see a battle between the old schoolers, Tomac and Dungey.
But Dungey keeping it in the mix.
And yeah, initially what was, I just am going to do 4 races, and I want to do Des Nations, and that's it. And then it became the entire season. I thought this was 4 races.
I thought it was 4 races too. Yeah, we all did, yeah.
it ended awesome, but I felt like I wanted to do more, and I was dealing with, you know, my own stuff. But I didn't go back to do it like, oh, I should do it just to, like, no, I have a goal, it's a challenge, it's, you know, there's a place I want to get to, and I always want to make sure our family's put first. I don't ever want it to be like, you know, we're leaving the kids and the family in the cold, I'm going to California, spending 2 weeks by my, like, no, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it together.
It was when I met you, yeah. Like, that's what we did. Like, I went to every race, and we did that, and so now this time it's like, all right, I'm home with the kids watching it on TV. It just felt weird.
Yeah. It's weird not having you there, honestly.
Rock level will take you through. Another kind of love. Ryan Dungey, a good start.
When the push becomes a shove, they're gonna swoon.
Chase section to 23. Off to a good start. He's told out and win another classic. We'll show you how. This is
I'm mad at all coming nights to me. They're all coming nights to me.
And you can edit this, but I just bring it back a little bit. When I retired, a lot of it had to do with fear. I broke my neck in 16. More than anything, I wanted a family, I wanted kids, I wanted to get out of racing and just to experience that. Now, did I need to completely retire from racing? Probably not. And I don't regret retiring, because if I didn't retire, we probably wouldn't have had kids, because Lindsay was like, I'm not having kids and you racing. And I was like, well, I want kids. The guys told me last week, he said, you better get your crap together. The big boss is coming next week.
Remember, are you the big boss?
Yeah. The real
Remember,
boss.
You want to come with me and get banks?
And you know racing, when you get into it and you want to be here and you're not there and the bike's not there or things aren't working, like you just start stressing, worrying, trying to figure it out. You get a bad attitude, and I would kind of start to go down that pathway. Carlos would just say, hey, remember what we said at the beginning of the year, like no matter what happens, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna enjoy it. And he saw me starting to get stressed out because I wanted to be in 3rd place and I'm getting 4th and 5th and 6th, but I want to be on the podium. And he's like, you know what you're doing? You're putting all this pressure and expectation on yourself. You're taking away the fun, and it's okay. Give yourself a little bit of credit. Like, it's been some years, just you'll get there. And that would just always bring me back, like, yeah, like don't get caught up in it all. Don't forget to have fun. And that was hard throughout my racing career too, because that's why we started riding in the first place, because it was fun, and you got to maintain that. When I went into the outdoors this year, outdoors was the plan, and do the outdoors only. And that quickly developed into a contract availability for next year with KTM. They were like, we got a spot open for you. And I didn't say no right away. Outdoors was possible because I could do that in Minnesota, but that's not the case for Supercross. But at the same time, I the things I want to do outside of racing, outside of industry, and that I'm excited to pursue as well. And yeah, it's a second retirement, but you know, I feel like I know what I'm in for more so than I was the first time, so I'm okay with the decision, yeah.
Celebrating the rookie champion. Ryan Dungey has done it. The rookie is the champ. Dungey becomes the 2015 Supercross champion. And champ of the 2016 Supercross World Championship. Dungey wins the championship by 5 points. The 2017 Monster Energy AMA Supercross FIM World Champion for the 4th time in his career is Ryan Dungey.
Okay, look here, look at me.
Great job.
Nice, watch your head. Rope right out. Huh? Oh, I'm gonna watch you. I can't fit up there.
Why?
Oh, it's a little tight.